Now we want to move the workout over here to the heavy bag. We're going to take the basics we showed you, the fundamentals of boxing, learn how to apply them on the heavy bag. That'll prepare us to apply these same punches eventually against an opponent. We're going to work on our defense, on our posture, on our footwork, and how we normally just treat an opponent. We don't want to sit there and think too much. We want to just keep moving, get a little bit of a workout here. In fact, when we're working on the bag, I want you to schedule yourself for 2 minutes to 3 minutes at a time. I would start for 2 minutes, give yourself a minute rest, and then work for 2 minutes again. The first punch we're going to look at is the left jab. This is what you're going to use initially against an opponent. Start comfortably outside the range of the bag. So if the bag had arms, it wouldn't be able to hit you. So you're out here like this. So I'm going to have to step in order to hit it. And the first punch I'm going to use is the left jab. Jab, and then I come right back like that. Now the bag is going to swing around a little bit. What I want to do is I want to wait till the bag starts to swing back towards me. So right about there. And that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to move around a little bit. When it hits the top of its swing away from me, that's when I'm going to start to move. So work that jab, move around, change your angle subtly, and then do the jab again. You can work different heights of that jab. After you've worked the left hand for a while, start practicing the right hand. Get comfortable with the right hand. Now that I found the range that my right hand is comfortable, I want to work it behind the left jab. So I'm going to go back and work the left jab. And I want to put the right hand behind the left jab. I'm going to the same target, same place in the bag. After I work the 1-2, I want to work the 1-2-1. The 1 is the jab, the 2 is the right, and I want to come back with the left hand. I want to keep myself covered with that left hand, and doing that jab a second time helps get that cover up in front of me. 1-2-1. Look at the footwork with this because it's kind of tricky. It's the left hand to the left foot and the right hand come together, and then I got to step a second time. Left, right, left. And move around. Left, right, left. Move back. Get out of range. Circle the bag. 1-2-1. 1-2-1. After we do those punches for a while, I want to get a little bit closer to the bag and start working some of my other punches. The 1-2, it's a pretty far extended punch, and the opponent's going to be fairly far away from me. There's times I'm going to end up very close to my opponent, and I'm going to have to do my uppercuts and my hooks. Now, when you're doing the left hook, because you're so close, it's better to start extra close to the bag and actually move back to give yourself the room. So after I finish the left hook, I'm going to move back in, put pressure with my right side against the bag. Now I'm going to open the distance up by stepping back and do the left hook. Now the hook comes from the side. Maybe we should look at this angle a little bit. It comes from the side, but I'm just clipping the bag. So I don't have to hit all of it on the outside of the bag. That'll cause a bad habit of pulling my hand away from my chin. I don't want to do that. So I want to design the left hook so it comes from my chin, from my guard, and that's going to make it land just kind of on the corner of the bag, just in the corner right there. Now we'll go back to the 1-2 that we worked. The 1-2 is going to bring you in close to the bag. After the 1-2, that'll set me up for the left hook. 1-2, left hook. And then sit out. Don't stand in front of the bag and watch your work. You want to keep working until the bell rings. 1-2, hook, sit out. 1-2, hook, sit out. 1-2, hook, sit out. Now once you've worked this until you feel comfortable, you can start to try some other punches, namely right uppercut. Now the bag's not perfectly suited for the uppercut because it's very level this way. It's very straight up and down. But I can make it bite in a little bit. So don't be concerned if you get a really solid uppercut. Just throw it for to get comfortable with it. Now, one of the punches that the right uppercut goes along with very well is the left hook. So if I do the right uppercut like this, I want to come back to the left hook. So right uppercut, left hook. I don't want to just walk in there and throw the right uppercut a lot of times because it's going to leave me very open. So I may lead this whole thing off with a jab. So this time I'm going to go jab, right uppercut, and finish with the left hook. Jab, uppercut, hook. Jab, uppercut, hook. Jab, uppercut, hook. One of the exercises that I want to perform in the bag is I want to double up some of my punches. So in the beginning I want to double up the jab. So instead of just jabbing once and coming out, I want to jab twice. I use that double jab to set up that right hand. That gives you another combination of work. This is a very good combination. This may be one of the best boxing combinations I can show you. Double jab, right hand. A couple other punches that work together well is that right hand, left uppercut. So right hand, now we can bring this one over top a little bit. So let's call this an overhand right. Overhand right, left uppercut. Overhand right, left uppercut. Now I'm going to do right overhand right, left uppercut, overhand right. Always careful to sit out. I don't want to just stand there. Try to bring you back to the fundamentals all the time. Start with the jab, start from outside the range, and jab. Work that jab. Now, I also want you to work your double jab. Double jab. I want you to do 3 jabs. 1, 2, 3. And you may have to adjust your distance accordingly. So I can't always go in because the bag's there. I have to kind of work around it. Move around the bag. Try to get comfortable. Just move around, especially as you get winded. Just let yourself recover as you move around the bag. Go back to the 1, 2, 1, 2. Double jab right. You can see I stay in constant movement, not staying still in front of the bag. Double jab right. Now I'm going to work into the 1, 2 and the hook to the body. 1, 2, hook to the body. Now I'm going to double up that left hook. So it's going to be 1, 2, left hook to the body, left hook to the head. Now by the same token, you double up that left hand, you can double up your right hand. So hold your left hand up as a shield, sort of reassert the fact that you're blocking here with your left hand. Punch the body, come back to here a second time, and punch the head. So you're going to go body head with the right hand. 1, 2. Now you can see I'm staying very fundamental. I haven't brought any uppercuts or even overhands into the action yet. I'm working that jab. Keep going back to the jab. Double jab. 3 jabs. Double jab right. 1, 2 hook to the body. 1, 2 hook to the body. 1, 2 double hook. Double right. As you start to get serious with your training, Get a partner to hold the bag. Keep the bag there, you do a lot more work. You don't have to chase it around as much. Now go back to what we did, work that jab. Now, if the bag's not moving, that means you have to move, because I don't want you to stand in front of the bag. If you jab, no standing right here. You have to jab and move. Now, I haven't taught a lot of this yet, but you'll pick it up just by watching. So I jab, and I'm going to change my height as I exit. Jab and sit out. Jab and sit out. Jab and sit out. Double jab. Sit out. That's it. Don't want to get caught standing there in front of your opponent. Work the 1-2. The double jab right. 1-2 hook to the body. One, two, double hook. Now, so far, I showed you how to break the distance down. We start with the long-range movements, and then we get in there with a tight left hook. A lot of times, it's going to be the opposite. Your opponent's going to walk in on you, push you against the ropes. You're going to have to fight out. So from this position, I want you to do what I call the mix. You're just going to go right uppercut, left uppercut. Now, remember, that's a little bit different on your uppercuts. You want the weight down on the right leg when you come up underneath. Come right up the middle. Now you got to bring the left shoulder down. So you just kind of lean. It's like a little tick-tock action. Right uppercut. Come over to here. Left uppercut. Come back. Right uppercut. One more time. Left uppercut. So we'll start with the 4 uppercuts. So you're going to start in here. Just sit in. However you get there. Right, left, right, left. Sit down. Get that leverage sticking out. Now, as I exit, I want to go right, left, and throw 4 straight long-range punches right down the center. That'll keep my opponent from attacking me down the center. So I'm in close already. I'm going to fight my way back out to a long range. Uppercut, step back, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a good workout, too. It's 8 punches, 8 hard punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to continue on with some more punches you can do against the bag. So far, I've been letting you throw a lot of right hands, and that's natural. You want to get in there, you want to feel yourself punch hard. But when you're punching with the right hand, you're very exposed to your opponent. So all these targets like your solar plexus and your neck and even your groin in a street fight are facing your opponent. So you want to stay more to this side. And the same is true in boxing. So when you're boxing, you stay with your left shoulder in. There's a big advantage here with your left shoulder in. I got a much longer reach. I get the whole distance of my chest to my shoulder added into my reach. If I square up like this here with my right hand, see, it doesn't reach as far. So I like to keep the guy out here at the reach of my left hand, work off that hand. So we want to do some combinations purely with the left hand. What we're going to do is we're going to go jab, get our weight self in like this, left uppercut. So we're going to go jab, uppercut. Now I'm taking a full step. So I'm going left foot and then right foot. So if you remember from the beginning what a full step is, I'm taking a full step in. Now as I bring that second part of my step up, see this is the second part? Watch how I turn my foot forward. And that's going to set me up for that left uppercut. So I'm not really wasting any time. Same amount of time it took to do the regular jab. And I'm right here. Uppercut. Jab, uppercut. Now here, after that uppercut, the opponent may be open for the right hand, and at some point you're going to do that. But I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to do a left hook after the left uppercut. So I'm going to really work that left hand. Jab, uppercut, hook. Now, this is a dangerous position to stand. I don't want to just stand here. I want to get out. But even as I get out, I'm open. So I'm going to cover myself with another jab. So it's going to be 4 left punches in a row. Left jab, left uppercut, left hook, left jab again. So slowly, and watch the footwork and how the punches time together. Then come in with the 1-2. So really pepper your opponent, get him used to that left hand. Here's some more drills you can do on the heavy bag. One of the things you want to do or want to use the heavy bag for is to train yourself to behave a certain way. You want to train yourself to respond quickly. It's not just about reaction time. Your reaction time is sort of God-given, how fast you're going to react. But you can shorten how long it takes you to respond to something. So we're going to do a couple of drills here, teach us how to hit the guy, defend, and respond really quickly. Capitalize on him, punching at us. So we're going to bounce in, jab, and bounce out, and bounce in again. So we're going to bounce in, jab, bounce out, and bounce in a second time. And we're trying to follow his counter punch back in. So I punch, I draw his counter, whether it's a left or right. I move back and make a miss. Now I try to take advantage of where he may be open. Look at my stance as I back up. It's very important I don't put my heels down. When I back out, I have to be ready to come back in. I have to plan in my mind that I'm going to be coming right back in on the bag. So I'm going to build a little drill, and I'm going to work just the left jab. The next bag drill is very similar. So before I was bouncing in and out with the jab, and the jab was acting as my offense, but also my counter. So it was same punch, but I was using it in two different areas. Now what I'm going to do is bounce in jab, and return with the right hand. So one, and counter with the right. Okay. Now I changed that, but let's just go with that anyway. Jab, come out, 1, 2. So 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. I want to work stepping around the bag with the left hook. So far we've been going in and out, and that's very good. You need to get in, you need to get out. But also sometimes you're going to be in tight and you want to be able to walk around the opponent. So I'm going to walk around to the right throwing the left hook. And just try to watch the footwork because it's very complicated. So left hook, see how I step around, left hook. This actually helps with my power. See how I set the feet up, point towards the bag. Right, I move the left foot with the hook. That's what I want to have. So when you're close to your opponent, you can keep moving to the side and hit him where he's open. So that's a very good drill. But that left hook has to go in both directions. That direction is much more powerful, but you have to be able to walk around with your left hook this way. It's a good defensive maneuver, helps keep you protected, and yet still scores on your opponent. So what you got to do is now move up to the left corner and left hook. I'm going to work against the heavy bag in sort of a free-form method, just sparring with the heavy bag to give you an idea of what it looks like. You can pick up a few things from this that I haven't covered in the tape so far. And take a look. I'm going to start the same way. Jab. That concludes this lesson. Thank you for joining our videotape series on Ultimate Boxing. Remember, to be good at boxing, you got to train regularly, train hard, and keep an open mind.